Hello. So today I want to highlight the beginning, really, of my journey of mastering completely my emotions. The reason I really want to be able to say I can master all my emotions is because I notice when we go out into the world, for most people, I would assume, we have different temperaments, and that's definitely true for me. When I'm at work, I have a certain temperament. When I'm driving, I have a certain temperament. When I'm at home towards my family, I have a different temperament. And what I want to do is be able to have the same emotional grasp and control in whatever scenario, but especially at home because my family they know me so personally that they can easily rile me up. They can easily get me off center, so to say. So it's definitely something that I'm trying to work on. And even today, I had noticed me getting agitated, and I was cognizant of it, and I still kind of fumbled a little bit. But it's something that the reason I kind of have looked back on times I've gotten irate or mad, and I'd say like, oh, why did that? Why I wonder why I was flustered so easily. And I look back and I'm like, I don't want anybody to have control over my being riled up, you know. I don't want anybody to be able to get a rise out of me. So, and in addition, in a Machiavellian sense, you you want to always display that you're in full control of your faculty and your mental state. So when you give a calm, calculated response, it's more respected than the uproar or anger or fluster. So in that sense as well, I want to work on that. So this is me. I guess it'd be helpful to give some examples, but maybe I'll get into it in another video. But well, I guess I could speak on what happened actually not too long ago at work. A coworker made a comment towards me, and they basically said because it's a union job, I'm like doing too much, and I've been thinking about it. I'm like, why is it that someone has the power to affect me so much? Like, I'm not cool with that. I don't want someone to have that much power over me by their opinion being expressed. So I kind of dissected it and I'm like, why is it affecting me so much? I don't want to be affected by other people's energies because at jobs, for most people, I would assume all people have different energies and stuff, and we feed off it like ping pong, like you know. So I want to be completely not just charismatic in the sense that I'm smooth and not. You could tell that I'm not affected by adversaries, antagonism, like in antagonizing coworkers, like trying to get a reaction to their, you know, um, shit test or whatever. I want to be able to display that I'm completely unaffected by instigation or, little shit. Because as a Machiavellian, you're aware that it's not that's how people are. They are acting on what they just see, and it's not really personal in a sense. So why would you take it personal? You would just be saying this is just human nature to find a hierarchy and just go from there and just give a calculated, charismatic response. So that is how I feel about that. And I want to make other videos on this topic and check back in and let you guys know how it's going as far as my temperament, and am I able to scale back my reactions and just internalize them and realize that I'm the master of my emotions. And later on I could go into it with women, because that's a big one. When women see that they're able to get a reaction, especially anger, it's like a feminine thing. You could argue that testosterone, so it's masculine, but at the same time it's feminine in the sense that it's showing you care a lot. And it says that signifies low value because you're not walking away. And I'm kind of summarizing it super broadly, but I'll get into it in other videos. But yeah, moral of the story is be a master of your emotions and try to work on that, because there's nothing more high value, nothing more charismatic than not being moved off emotional center. So yeah, check back in on those examples and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So if you made it this far, I appreciate it, because I did say I was gonna update on the first part and let you guys know how it goes. And I've been getting out there more, the virtual landscape and in real life. I've been talking to more people, and I've been really working on nervousness, particularly, being able to stay cool under pressure. And I've been going on Omi TV and Monkey app and talking to random strangers and trying to, because there's so much negativity on there, obviously, and be able to still come up with a witty comeback despite being extremely pressed by societal pressure. They're throwing comebacks at you and you still kind of have to diffuse it and be logical, because there is a lot of people just saying like bad, whatever slur. And so I've been doing that, and I actually want to document it, so I hope people stay tuned for that and they see this video. And funny enough, today specifically, I actually pretty much asked the girl for, I didn't ask for a number technically, so I'm trying to figure in what terms to put it in, but I said, she kind of picked up on it because I said, how old are you? But I did it in a smooth, charismatic way, in my opinion, from my point of view, that I didn't feel so bad about it afterwards. So it kind of makes me reflect on when, in my previous years, I would do stuff like that and express romantic interest in like a cold approach. I would feel so down about it afterwards because it was done so choppy and so uncharismatic like. But lately I've been working on my breath control and trying to speak more coherently and be more precise in what I'm conveying to the other person. So it's been going pretty well. The journey's obviously tough because I do have dysphonia. I don't know if I've disclosed that in previous videos. So my tone can be off sometimes, and I try not to speak too high in a supplicative tone as opposed to explicative tone. I don't know if people watching this will broadly know what that is, but I try to have the right tonality, come off as laid back a little bit, and try to actually listen to what people are saying. Be a good listener. I feel that's an attractive trait, but as well as conveying social awareness. So there's that. But yeah, the journey's going, and I got it going. And this is an update, and I hope to update you on this specific thing again. And I hope this does at least 100 views, like my last, the second part to my why war is a myth, or debunking the liberal notion of war is unnecessary and all that. That did pretty good. But yeah, this is me trying to master my emotions. That's nervousness is a big one because I have high nervousness, very neurotic. I I'm getting better at anger. I didn't even touch on anger, but my family, they can get me riled up so easily, and I'm not going to say I've completely purged that behavior, but I'm getting better at it and trying to pick what battles to actually fight as opposed to just getting angry over nothing. And being more stoic has definitely been progressing. So there's that, and I hope you guys stay tuned. So thanks for sticking along.